What is a HUD home? HUD homes are foreclosed properties that were originally purchased with an FHA loan. So many of you know that FHA loan is a loan that's insured by the government that if you default, and this is a first-time home buyer's loan typically, if it's defaulted, the government's going to come in, insure that loan for the lender, and then take it over, and a lot of these properties become HUD homes. So a HUD home is basically a foreclosed home that's owned by the government. That's it. There's nothing else mystical about HUDs other than they're just foreclosed properties owned by the government. And all HUD homes, this is really one of the key takeaways is, all HUD homes are listed at HUDHomestore.com. So if you're interested in purchasing a HUD home or seeing what the inventory of HUD homes are, this is the website you want to go to. And just coincidentally enough, I have it pulled up. So let's go take a look at this website real quick. One more side note before I do that. You cannot sell your home to HUD. So you cannot go to HUD, call them up and say, hey, do you want my home? The only way HUD is going to get your home is if you don't make your payments and you're foreclosed on. And that's not what we want for you. So let's go to check out the website real quick. Click. So, HUDHomestore.com. This is how you go and check it out. If you're looking for a HUD property, you go to this website, and then you can select what you want here. So we can select Georgia, and let's just put in Whitfield County. And click search. And you can see there's no homes in Whitfield County right now. And currently, there is very low inventory of HUD homes. So let's actually search the entire state of Georgia and see what we got. So out of the entire state of Georgia, we've got about 3 pages. We've got 29 listings. And Georgia's a big state. So right now, you know, foreclosures are on hold and they're not releasing a lot of new properties on the market, but there are still properties out here. And this is the website you go to. As you can see, you can scroll down. All the listings are right here. And you can click on them, and what you would like to do is, say you take a look at this property here. This will tell you basic information on the property. Now, one of the key tabs you want to check out is the Addendums tab. This tab right here is going to have disclosures and property condition report. You want to review those 2 documents before you make any offers on a HUD property. This has very, very important information. So be sure to do that. And this is the website that you go to find all the HUD properties, find these addendums, and then once you've done that, go make an appointment with an agent. It could be me, it could be anybody, as long as they can make an offer on this website. So you do have to be registered on this website. Let's go back. As an agent, you do have to be registered on this website to place a bid for a buyer. So if you're a buyer, you do want to make sure, which most agents are registered through either their broker or they have their own account. Most agents pretty well are on that website. But that is a question you do want to ask. So something else that you really need to do is you need to get pre-qualified, because you want to know what is your buying power. Like, you can't go put an offer on a HUD property, get the offer accepted, and then you have no proof of funds, you have no pre-qualification letter, your contract's going to get canceled and it's going to go to someone else. So this is step 1. You need to know what your buying power is. And this is even before you even go to the website. I really highly recommend you find an excellent lender, get pre-qualified, and know what your buying power is, what you can go out and purchase with what you're qualified for. And particularly with HUD properties, you want to learn about FHA 203K. I don't have time to go into it today, but you want to learn about FHA 203K and other repair loan programs, because these are foreclosures. And you can guess how well people treat foreclosed homes, not very well. So a lot of times these properties need repairs. And if they need repairs, they're not going to qualify for a lot of typical financing. So you need to go in, get qualified with a lender who knows how to handle loans, repair loans, renovation loans that can be done after closing. You can't make repairs before closing. It has to be after closing. But very important, a lot of HUD homes require repairs, and you're going to need financing that can accommodate that. So very, very important. Get pre-qualified, know your buying power, and know how to work with loans that that includes repairs. So you go do that. You go to HUDHomestore.com, which we just did, and then you find a registered agent, which I just talked about as well. So let's say you've looked at a property, you've looked at all the addendums, you're ready to make an offer. So here's how the process works. And today we're just covering how to get a contract accepted. Next month we're going to cover what happens from contract to close, as each month I'm going to have a weekly one episode about HUD specifically. But this week we're going straight to just how to get under contract. So the initial bidding process for a newly listed home is generally going to be for owner occupants. It's about a 7 or 10 day period. It's going to be for owner occupants only. If you're an investor, you have to wait until after that time period, because HUD really wants to sell these homes to homeowners and buyers as part of a government program, encouraging home ownership. The next part of this is after the period is over, because a lot of times, again, these properties need work, and a lot of times they don't have lenders that can work with them to get these properties. It will go to the investor phase. During the investor phase, investors, homeowners, anyone can bid on these properties. And to bid on this property, it's really simple. You need to tell your agent your name, which I hope they already know that, your address, social security number, the amount you'd like to bid, any closing concessions, and also they'll need to know, which closing attorney you want to use, or a lot of times they can give you a few choices to choose from for that. So that's all you need to actually place a bid. Now, once the bid is accepted, you've got a whole lot more work to go on. So bids are reviewed, and here's sort of a key secret that I'm going to give you, okay? If your bid is too low, HUD's going to send you an email, or your agent an email, saying, this is the lowest net that we are going to take. And believe me, when they say this is the lowest net they're going to take, especially if it's within the first 60 days, that is all they're going to take. So that's HUD's counter to you. They don't really negotiate. You can keep placing the same bid unless the home's been on the market for a very extended period amount of time. They're going to stick to whatever that counter is in the email they send you. So that's a key takeaway. If your bid's too low, you'll get an email saying what they will take, and then you can decide from there if you want to proceed forward. Once your bid is accepted, so these are the first steps that you've got to take to get to a contract. You're going to need to provide earnest money. Now, earnest money is money you put down on a property with good intention that you're going to buy it. It's called consideration. This is made out to the closing attorney, and the check is made out to the closing attorney. You give this certified fund check, money order, cashier's check to your agent, who then will deliver it to my office. And then once the contract's fully executed, this check goes to the closing attorney. You will need a pre-qualification letter or proof of funds, and those are the two items that your agent is going to upload. And once that's uploaded, the asset management company will release the contract for electronic signatures. So it is techie. You're going to need an email address to sign a HUD contract. And after all the signatures are received, you are then under contract. And closing is typically 30 to 45 days. Afterwards, 45 days for finance transactions. So that is your crash course on how to get a HUD property under contract. Next month, again, I'm doing coffee and real estate each Monday morning, But next month, we're going to talk more about HUD and the under contract to close process. So that wraps up my show. Again, quick, to the point, real world information you can use. Join me Monday mornings between 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere around there. About the time I get my coffee inside to get going, we'll get this show up on the waves. I guess it's called Waves now. We're streaming everywhere, YouTube, Facebook. Find me, message me. If you have any real estate questions, shoot them to me. I will try to answer them on air. And I think that covers it for today. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this later, please like, subscribe, whichever platform, and follow me, and let's conquer the real estate world together. With that, wish you guys a happy week. Hope you conquer all your goals this week that you're after, and I will see you next week.